A million miles from Earth, a golden mirror the size of a tennis court floats in total silence, catching ancient light that left its source billions of years ago. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, was built to see what no human instrument had ever seen before. And what it found in its first years of operation has left researchers rewriting textbooks. Galaxies that shouldn't exist, atmospheres with chemicals no one expected, worlds that challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Want to hear about 12 of these discoveries? Then subscribe and come along with us. Number 1. In the summer of 2022, astronomers pointed Webb toward a patch of sky no larger than a grain of sand held at arm's length. What came back first was a galaxy designated Glass Z13, glowing with light that had traveled for 13.5 billion years to reach the telescope's 18 golden mirrors. The problem was simple and staggering. According to standard cosmological models, the universe at that age should have been a chaotic soup of gas and dust, far too young for a galaxy this bright and structured to exist. Yet, there it was, burning steady in the ancient dark, as if the cosmos had been building cathedrals while scientists assumed it was still laying foundations. Number 2. Not long after, the telescope captured another anomaly that challenged what astronomers thought possible. A star catalogued as Earendel, first detected by Hubble, was revealed in sharper detail than ever before. Positioned behind a natural cosmic lens formed by a massive galaxy cluster, Earendel sits roughly 12.9 billion light-years away, making it the most distant individual star ever observed. What startled researchers was not just the staggering distance, but the clarity. Webb's infrared sensors cut through dust and time alike, showing a star that burned when the universe was only 900 million years old. One point of light, surrounded by silence, offering a direct glimpse into conditions that shaped everything that came after. Number 3. Among Webb's most haunting early images is the Pillars of Creation, a star-forming region in the Eagle Nebula first photographed by Hubble in 1995. Webb's version, released in 2022, stripped away the visible light beauty and revealed the infrared skeleton beneath. New stars glowed red through columns of gas and dust, some still wrapped in the material from which they were born. For the first time ever, astronomers could count and catalog these young stars, previously hidden behind curtains of cosmic debris. What had once looked like frozen monuments of gas now appeared alive, active nurseries where new suns were taking their first breaths of light and beginning to burn. Number 4. In 2022, Webb turned its instruments toward WASP-39b, a gas giant roughly 700 light-years from Earth that orbits so close to its star it completes a full year in just 4 days. The telescope captured starlight filtering through the planet's atmosphere and broke it into a chemical fingerprint. The results confirmed carbon dioxide, something never before detected directly on an exoplanet. Later, follow-up observations added sulfur dioxide to the list, a molecule formed when starlight triggers reactions in the upper atmosphere. These were not guesses, they were measurements, hard data showing that distant worlds carried complex chemistry. For researchers searching for signs of life beyond our solar system, this became an undeniable turning point. Number 5. Deep in the Carina Nebula, Webb captured an image that scientists quickly nicknamed the Cosmic Cliffs. Towering clouds of gas, some reaching 7 light-years high, appeared lit from within by the radiation of newly formed stars burning fiercely at their crests. Hidden among the glowing ridges were dozens of jets, narrow streams of material blasting outward from young stellar objects still gathering mass. These jets, entirely invisible to previous telescopes, revealed stars in the very act of being born. Protostars screaming into sudden existence, shaping the space around them with outbursts of energy. The image became an immediate and striking reminder that creation in the universe is rarely gentle or quiet. Number 6. Perhaps most unsettling was what Webb did to existing assumptions about how the universe evolved in its earliest eras. Data from galaxies observed in the telescope's first year suggested that massive structures formed much earlier than models predicted, possibly within a few 100 million years of the Big Bang. Some researchers began calling this the impossible early galaxy problem. The objects were too big, too bright, too organized for their supposed age. Either the existing models were wrong, or something fundamental about how galaxies assemble needed rethinking. Webb didn't just discover new things, it forced astronomers to question what they thought they already knew. And so, the first remarkable year of observations closed not with answers, but with better questions than anyone had dared to ask before. Number 7. In 2023, Webb aimed its instruments at Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons long suspected of harboring a subsurface ocean. The telescope detected carbon dioxide concentrated in a region called Terra Regio, an area where the frozen shell appears to have been disrupted from below. Researchers concluded the carbon likely originated from that hidden ocean rather than from meteorite impacts or external sources. The finding did not prove life existed beneath the ice, but it confirmed that the basic chemistry for life was present, locked in a moon circling a gas giant hundreds of millions of miles from the sun. The implications spread quietly through the scientific community like a held breath. Number 8. Saturn had always been the planet of rings, but Webb revealed that Neptune's faint bands had been hiding in plain sight for decades. In 2022, the telescope captured the clearest image of Neptune's ring system since Voyager 2 passed by in 1989. Thin, dusty arcs glowed against the planet's deep blue atmosphere. 7 of Neptune's 14 known moons appeared in the same frame, including Triton, which shone so bright it mimicked a small star. For the first time in over 30 years, astronomers could study these delicate structures with precision, tracing their composition and behavior without relying on decades-old data from a spacecraft long since gone silent. Number 9. Roughly 270 million light-years away, a pair of galaxies known as IC 1623 are locked in a slow and violent collision. Webb captured the merging system in extraordinary detail, revealing streams of gas and dust twisting between the two galactic cores like ribbons caught in a storm. At the center of the chaos, an intense burst of star formation was underway, triggered by gravitational forces compressing clouds of material into dense knots. The image showed creation and destruction happening simultaneously, a reminder that the universe builds its largest structures through catastrophic meetings. What once seemed like distant abstractions became visceral, visible proof that galaxies do not drift peacefully through the void. Number 10. Among the most watched targets in Webb's early mission was TRAPPIST-1, a small red dwarf star orbited by 7 Earth-sized planets, 3 of which sit in the habitable zone. In 2023, observations of TRAPPIST-1b revealed surface temperatures around 450 degrees Fahrenheit, likely ruling out a thick atmosphere, but the system remained compelling. TRAPPIST-1e and TRAPPIST-1f still await deeper study, and each new observation narrows the possibilities. For researchers hunting for worlds that might support liquid water, these planets represent some of the most promising candidates within 40 light-years of Earth, close enough to study in detail as Webb's mission continues into its next decade. Number 11. In 2023, Webb detected dimethyl sulfide in the atmosphere of K2-18b, a planet roughly 120 light-years away that orbits within its star's habitable zone. On Earth, dimethyl sulfide is produced almost exclusively by living organisms, primarily marine phytoplankton. The detection was not definitive proof of life. Researchers emphasized the need for follow-up observations and cautioned against premature conclusions. Still, the finding marked the first time a potential biosignature molecule had been identified on a world outside our solar system using direct atmospheric analysis. The data did not answer the question of whether we are alone, but it made that question feel closer than ever before. Number 12. When the James Webb Space Telescope launched, its mission was to look back in time and outward into space, capturing light that had traveled billions of years to reach its mirrors. What no one fully anticipated was how quickly it would reshape not only scientific models, but also the way humanity thinks about its place in the universe. Ancient galaxies that should not exist, atmospheres carrying chemicals once thought unique to Earth, moons with hidden oceans, and planets with signs that defy easy explanation. Each discovery arrived not as a final answer, but as an invitation to ask harder questions. If the cosmos continues to reveal surprises like these, Tell us in the comments which discovery fascinates you most. And if you want to follow the next chapter of what Webb uncovers, subscribe now and come along with us.